Right, today we're going to be looking at a Ford Mark 7 Fiesta ST, or Mark 7.5 Fiesta ST Symposer, and what is it and what does it do. A lot of modern cars these days, especially Volkswagens and Audis and the like, they have a speaker mounted mostly in the engine bay. The Golf that I had, it was mounted underneath the scuttle panel, and that basically played fake engine noises as you were driving to make your car sound better. Now Ford in the Fiesta, they didn't do this. I don't think the RS does it either. What they did was they actually had a plastic piece, which is like a chamber here, and this here is the original intake pipe from the Mark 7 Fiesta, and this end here goes to your throttle body, and this takeoff piece here had this connected to it, which was that way around. So this chamber actually comes off the intake pipe, and then connected to this end of the chamber there was like a corrugated plastic pipe which basically ran towards the cabin, so you were essentially getting the noise of your intake played into your cabin. But because this is a sealed unit, how did it do that? We'll have a look at it, because the noise basically travelled up the pipe to there, and then that end it didn't do anything, it just sort of went into the car. So I'm assuming this is just two chambers, and whatever there is in between there we're going to have a look at. So we're actually going to take this to pieces to see actually what's inside it, because I'm curious and I've no idea. I actually expected it to just be two empty chambers, and that's how it worked, but we'll have a look anyway, because obviously this side was under pressure. No, sorry, that side there was under pressure because that's off your intake pipe. So like, what is it, 1.4, 1.5 bar pressure, whatever it is that Fiesta ST runs at. So that's got all that much pressure in there. So this can't have any pressure going to it, because the pipe on the other end, well, it was just basically pushed on, corrugated pipe pushed on. So let's have a look inside it and see what it is. But I suspect it's absolutely nothing other than two chambers, and it just resonates between one to the other to make the sound work. But we'll have a look anyway. So it's just connected via torque bolts there. So I've got a selection of them, and I'm going to guess with a 25 first. See if that's right. It is right, that's lucky. So I've got my ratchet attachment, so let's just see if we can actually take it to pieces first. I'm hoping that we can. Yeah, that's loose. I'll go around them all first. They're loose. These. Right, so they're now all loose, so expect some little sped up music. So that's all the bolts out. Now let's have a look, see if we can work out what it is and what it is. I'm pretty certain it's just going to be a hollow chamber, but let's have a look anyway. Okay, so it is pretty much a hollow chamber. Oh, it's got... Well, that's interesting. So yeah, so inside it, it's basically a smaller hole than what that pipe is. I don't know if you can actually see, that's a really tiny hole inside there. With obviously nowhere through there, and I'm guessing it's got this sort of membrane there, which way around? That went that way around. So that membrane there's got a tiny little, looks like it's got a tiny hole in it. I'll see if I can take this membrane out. Yes, I can. Surely, I can. And yeah, underneath that there's nothing. So, and that's definitely a hole. I don't know if you can see through that, but that is a hole. So I'm guessing that the sound just used sort of maybe vibrated a little bit on that membrane, or that's how it did it, and it transferred it. So the sound actually ends up coming out through that chamber there. So it is basically just a hollow chamber with a sort of rubbery piece in between it, and that's it. So there's the most unexciting what is a Ford Symposer that you could imagine. I don't know what I expected. Maybe I expected it to be something far more dramatic than that, but it isn't. It's basically just a little movable rubber membrane which will just sort of resonate the sound through the chamber. and into your cabin. Now, I don't have this on my car anymore, and I can honestly say it made no difference. It didn't sound any different to me at all. So how much did that do? I don't know, but mine doesn't sound any different at all with it not there. So there you go. Thanks for watching this amazing video of what is a Ford Fiesta Symposer.